Please. Begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome, adventurers, to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, an actual play comedy podcast where we've put all of our robots on diets because they take too many bites. As always, I'm your host and dungeon master, Dalton Rooster Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alyssa Adair.
And I'm Andrew. I tried to burp.
Oh.
It did. It was poor.
Yeah, you didn't
I'm
have enough
Andrew.
burp.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
good.
he's
Caroline. It was
Yeah.
more guttural. Yeah, it wasn't
You
even
You didn't
pleasant.
have enough. You didn't have follow through.
It wasn't enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough.
I was
ran out of
excited
gas.
for what you were trying to do, and
I like it.
disappointed by your lack of being able to stick with
Right.
it.
Yeah,
How
Yeah,
much
it
soda have
sounded
you
pretty
consumed
flaccid.
today?
not
How much
enough.
Diet
Not the
Pepsi?
legal amount.
Yeah.
Not nearly
Not
enough.
the
Not with
legal
zero.
amount.
All right, we have to move on.
I need more energy here.
That
we've-
burp
Being
made
sad.
Laura go to the basement and
Mhm.
make her make fuzzy noises. Hey, Dalton, I just wanted to say,
Michael.
pretty good joke. I liked the
Thank
joke
you.
this week.
Thanks.
It's better than
liked
the
it a
last 2
lot.
weeks.
Are you implying that you
Um,
normally don't like my jokes?
I just told you I didn't like the last 2 weeks, and I think it's because this one, I don't know if it was, but it felt a little bit more prepared, a little bit more thought. I appreciated the nuance of it. You know, there
Are
was
you
no
trying to,
nuance.
are
I
you
don't know
trying
what
to
the fuck
say
I'm
that
talking
my
about.
jokes don't always sound prepared? You think that I just sit down at this chair, I press on my camera, on my microphone, I slip this headset on, I sit down, I look at all of your
Mm.
average looking faces, and I just come
Oh,
up
God,
with
that
some joke. I
hurts.
just pull it out of the
Well,
air.
Yeah. But also, 2 weeks ago, you did admit that Cody wrote the joke as you were walking to your office. So I don't know if my critique is ill-founded. I feel like I have historical evidence on camera. But anyway, I like the joke, and this wasn't meant to be an attack.
Dalton thinks
I
we're average,
appreciate it.
guys. That's an upgrade.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh,
Dalton
gassed
called me
me
a
up.
4 in recent memory, and I feel like I'm at least now a 5 in his eyes, maybe even 5.5.
On a scale
That's
of
pretty good.
100.
Wow.
I laugh, but it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
You know? I laugh, but inside I cry.
I don't know why we keep coming back for more.
I don't know.
I don't
either.
either. I really,
Ugh.
truly
I
don't.
also like it. I'm sick. I like it. Anyway.
Yeah.
You all have
you like the abuse.
deep-seated issues, but it's fine. We
I
are
know
getting
you do.
further and further away from the plot, everyone. So the pre-show topic for tonight, I'm not even going to bother with the segue. The pre-show topic for tonight.
Thank you.
So it's a brand new month. Happy April, everybody. March is officially here and gone. If you
Happy
are
April.
listening at home, you're already a couple of weeks in April, but for us, we just started the month. And
It's true.
in honor of April Fools, which was today, in case anybody missed it,
If you celebrate.
for those of you who celebrate,
Yeah, we don't
April
want to
Fools,
assume.
I want to hear your best prank. It doesn't have to necessarily be an April Fool's joke, and you don't have to be the one who orchestrated it. Maybe you were just a bystander. Maybe it happened to you, or maybe you inflicted this comedic pain onto somebody. But I want to hear your best prank.
See, I don't know. Are we a pranky group? I mean, maybe
You are.
Absolutely.
You are. I was in college and high school.
Wait.
I've since grown out of
Okay.
it.
Mhm.
What kind of pranks have I committed against thee?
You sent Mormons to my house.
Oh yeah.
On this.
No, but hold on. That was a present. That wasn't a
It
present.
was.
That was a gift to you. I want you to be in whatever their heaven is with me. So that's why I sent them to
Are you going there too?
I don't know. I'm going to all of Listen, in the final seconds of my life, if all goes according to plan, I'm going to say every weird-ass prayer, the Mormon one,
That's all it
Catholic
takes.
one,
Mhm.
the others. And I'm just going to hedge my bets. That's all. That's my life plan.
I like it.
That's
I
my,
like it.
yeah.
They might
And I-
split you up and like put parts of you into each of the different heavens.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Ooh.
But then that's kind of fun.
You also sent me a Women's Baptist daily devotional book for my birthday.
Also
Did I do that? I don't remember doing
I don't
that.
even remember. He pranks so much he doesn't even remember.
I don't. No.
It was
You
either
can't
you
make
or
this
Alyssa
narrative
or both
about
of
me.
you.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. I am the Clooney of our group. I do onset pranks. That's because he's known for pranks. In no other way am I the Clooney of our group.
In
Nope.
every way.
Nope.
Is
You
he known
claimed
for
it.
pranking
You
people?
claimed it.
Yeah, that's his thing. Is like the onset pranks. But I'm also thoughtful about. I'm not an asshole.
Who started the firecracker alarm back and forth
Oh!
in college?
I was about to say. I was
Okay.
about to say that one.
Here's that's my story. You can't take it. I have no other story.
Go ahead and start.
So here's where it all begins. I used to work overnights at a truck stop, gas station, and it was like long hours, 10-hour shifts. I would come home. I would be home by 8. I would walk home because I didn't have a car, so I would walk the 3 miles home, collapse in bed, and then wake up at 4 p.m. Right, ready to do it all over again. One of these days was April 1st. Maybe. I don't remember. It might have just been a normal fucking day because honestly I can't keep track with these fuckers that are always, they have it out for me. One of these days I was pranked. I was awoken by all of my friends busting through my door and throwing firecrackers into my room. I shared a house in college with 6 other people because that's what you do. Right? It was like this big house, and it was like, one of those old collegey houses where like somebody's in the basement, somebody's basically in a closet. I had a room upstairs. They burst upstairs. They all ran, harassing my roommates, I'm sure, busted through my door, lit firecrackers, and threw them into my room, into my bed while I was sleeping. My sheets were burned. The tile floor was very dusty with gunpowder. I was startled awake. It was very traumatizing. I was very sleepy also, so I was angry. So I barreled down the stairs screaming, and I tried to catch my friends. One of these friends, an accomplice of the villainous rogue who I will not name, who came up with this prank, the mastermind behind it. One of these accomplices was my good friend Andrew Gerline, who stood there laughing as I... Okay, go ahead.
In my
Tell your
defense,
side of the story.
I came to the house after I know that the 2 gentlemen, the 2, what do you call them? Criminals. is what they are.
Rapscallions.
Violent criminals.
Ne'er-do-wellers.
Yes. Riffraff, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
These 2 showed up with their illegal contraband.
Mhm.
I showed up. I hobbled over with a knapsack. I had a limp that day. Okay, I cannot
Sure.
be blamed.
Uh-huh.
No, but for real, I was not actually involved. I was like, this is a terrible idea. There's going to be
Yeah.
a fire. This is
Yeah.
going to happen. The other 2 were insistent, and I was like, all right, well, fuck. I might as well watch the show unfold.
Sure,
But
that's fair.
And I did let it happen,
yeah, that's
but
fair.
I wasn't happy about it.
You seem to laugh with everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember as soon as you charged out of the room,
Uh-huh.
you like made eye contact with me, and I was like, I just came into this, and I pointed at the 2 guys, and you like charged them. I was
You
like,
know what? I'll give you a pass. You got a good laugh out of it. I guess I got a story. My bed sheets were burned. It was very poor.
that was an arson attempt.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
was-
prank. We threw bombs at you, tiny bombs.
It was
at
a
your bed.
jackass level shenanigans
Yeah.
for 3 people and nobody else's viewing pleasure.
I still see the merit of it as a prank. As mean-spirited as it is, I still see its merit as...
I understand. It was funny, I guess, but then I was
Maybe
the person-
poppets, something that wouldn't ignite.
That's
Yeah,
true.
there you go. A
That's fair, I
prank
guess.
should shock and
Yeah.
confuse. It shouldn't.
It should
potentially
shock and
hurt
confuse.
you.
It's shocked and
Yeah.
confused for sure. Here's my thing. As long as there's not structural damage, I think we're fine.
Will we laugh about this one day?
We laughed about it.
So I can say that it was my idea to throw those firecrackers in the bed. I can finally say that. No, okay, okay.
I give you.
I'm kidding.
I
Yeah.
give you.
Andrew,
He
tell us
wouldn't do that.
yours.
Tell us your story.
I mean, fuck. I'm bad at pranking in general because I feel bad every time. No matter how innocent. I even remember. Okay, the only prank I really remember doing is the fucking pineapple one to you guys, where I sent you 17
And see,
pineapples,
Shocked
and I felt
confused.
bad.
It was just. It just.
Did you
caused
really feel
confusion.
bad?
I
loved
felt
it.
bad. I felt like I was locking you guys into your apartment all day to wait for these fucking deliveries because I kept saying there's more coming.
Oh, we're locked into our apartment all day, every day
it's
anyway.
fine.
I
It's
know,
okay.
but then I felt bad for the delivery person who had to carry 17
But
pineapples
that's
up
their
and down
job.
the street.
That's what they get paid for.
I know, and I tipped them well, and then I felt bad that I was tipping. I was like, I'm spending so much money. Laura's gonna be mad.
No,
I tipped them like $50.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
that's too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I felt bad. I'm bad at pranking because I'll just give people money.
I love you. Are such a sweet, kind soul. Listen, I enjoyed the prank, and we just put all of our pineapples on the mailbox, which is the community take this food that we don't want area of our
So
apartment building.
I fed some people.
You fed a lot of Hispanic
neighborhood.
families pineapple that day.
Mhm.
That for a week, really, because we didn't put all 15 out at once. We figured that it would
Yeah.
be that would be a bird hazard or something.
I changed lives.
You did.
You did, in a way, yeah,
Wow.
you did.
I think
You
in
really
a way,
did.
you gave us a residual prank to put on our landlord because, like you said, anytime someone
That's
took one
true.
off the communal space, we would just replace it with a fresh one.
Yeah.
So it just looked like constant pineapple.
And then you
Yeah.
guys got evicted, and that's also why I feel bad. Is you've been homeless
Exactly,
since
yeah.
this prank.
Yeah, but you know what? We have the nicest tent
Yeah.
that I've ever lived in.
Dalton.
Huh?
Dalton.
Go ahead.
Dalton,
Yeah.
I know you. Just based on what you said earlier, I know you got some pranks you want to tell us. So
No,
Oh, he's a prankster.
I am not. I am straight laced,
The only
nice,
thing straight about
calm,
him. Swoosh.
nice, calm, collected.
Basketball reference.
No. So freshman year of college, I was affectionately given the nickname of shit stirrer, by
Yeah.
the majority of people.
Your personality is a prank on the world. You need no other prank. You are a shitster.
It's not necessarily like, let me prank this individual as much as it is like how much chaos and inconvenience can I inflict upon someone's life and personal space in
Like a bully.
yeah.
Like a bully that ruined my life all through childhood.
yeah.
I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah. God. No, Dalton's not a bully. He is a little shit. Also, Andrew is kind of a little shit. Dalton's, I'd say, more of a little shit.
Y'all are little shit.
Okay, we're all little shits.
Everyone except for Alyssa's a shit.
Dalton's the biggest little shit of all of us because he has the confidence of somebody who has never bullied, but should have been.
I think
but
that's
anyway.
the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah. No, you're the sweetest, most down to earth bully that I ever have tolerated for 13 years of my life. No, all right. I'm sorry. I derailed Dalton's story. Please, you were describing your personality.
No, so I can't think of like any like one specific prank that I would have pulled. I know that there were several times that I taped shower bags over the shower entrances to the bathrooms, so
That's
that
funny.
when you got out of the shower, you had to contend with that. I remember taking everybody's furniture in their dorm room and stacking it up on top of one another.
Yes.
I was a
I
big
remember
fan.
you did that.
I was a big fan of filling the microwave with things that didn't belong in the microwave.
Describe some. A short list, please. I forget about this.
Like, you know how everybody would have the alphabet letter magnets on their mini fridges? I would
Okay,
collect
that's-
all of them
Yeah,
and just
that is dangerous.
Fill it. And press 40 minutes and
I
walk
love
away.
Um,
With magnets
Phil-
and leave.
Dalton was the most creative arsonist of all of freshman year.
Is that why that dorm burned down in 2000?
Right. That's why Lipless Janet moved out that year.
Lipless Janet.
Well,
She
yeah,
had
'cause of
the
the
most
scar tissue.
voluptuous lips she did before she kissed that
Until
microwave.
her dorm room went up in flames.
And as far as what happened last time, you guys all leveled up. You discovered Jeff. You had some back and forth conversation, and you decided to take Jeff with you back to your living quarters to help with Zero. So that's where we're going to pick up. The last thing that Jeff kind of said to you, the three of you are just kind of standing there still listening to the words that Jeff said as they echoed in your head.
Saving him won't save you. Saving him won't take you home. Well, Jeff, you don't know Zero. Okay, Zero's our friend, and we're going to save him. Okay? Because he didn't try to kill us, and he's a good friend. He saved my life. So why don't you fuck off back to your little jar, dude? I mean, they're in the jar. I never left the jar. What are you talking about?
Jeff.
You're talking shit on Zero, dude.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Not
that
okay.
was weird and evil sounding, and I swear to God, if you keep it up, I'm going to put so much more shit in your jar that you're not
What
going
do
to
you mean? What? I didn't do. I was just chilling. I was trying
Just
to sniff
then?
Alyssa's lipstick. I was like in her purse or whatever.
God.
Just then, when you said, God, I can't do it.
won't save you.
Alyssa has a good Jeff. I
That.
can't do a very good Jeff.
Alyssa does such a good voice of it.
I do.
Alyssa's got a great Jeff.
Yeah, I don't have the best Jeff.
I wish I didn't practice it as
That's
much as I
what
did.
you just said, Jeff. That is what you just said about Zero, our friend.
No, I didn't say anything. Okay, you guys are just gaslighting me because of what I did to you back in Faerun. Look, I know I did some bad things.
And we can't trust you anymore, Jeff, so I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth,
Right, you're
okay?
just lying to our face, dude.
I get it. You just want attention. You're a needy, sad little boy. Okay?
I'm not.
You're a
I'm
little
sad.
weird, neck beard, wannabe,
Incel.
clingy,
I don't even have a neck. I don't think.
gross
You know what,
sludge.
Jeff? It doesn't even matter. The point is we don't care if it's gonna save us or bring us home. We want to help our friend who's in need. Zero.
I still.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Still. I'm sorry, guys. I know I've done a lot. If I said something that I don't remember, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go back in my jar
Thank
and
you.
work on my abs.
Ugh. Him and his abs.
Honestly, though, his abs are pretty developed. Like, he's been doing a good job. Whatever he's doing, his routine. I know he's mostly like mush, but right in the center, there's like a tight little six-pack.
Well, he was Dalton when he came through the portal. I mean, so he's probably got those Dalton-y abs.
Yeah, he's like a tumor with Dalton abs and like one eyeball and a weird tooth. And goddamn, the abs are tight. I gotta give it to him.
Dalton, Dez is sitting in the corner, right?
Yes, Dez is sitting in the corner, head in his hands, while Zero is laying there on the table.
Dez.
Oh,
Hey, it's okay. We have all the things that we need to fix Zero, and we're here to help. Tell us what you need. It's all gonna be okay.
You got everything?
We have everything. We have the gum.
Everything, dude.
We have the space foam, the gum wrapper. We have the, what else did we need?
I need you to list every single thing off that I asked you to get.
Why? It seems like it's a time waster. Why do you
I
need
take
that
the
in
items.
this moment?
I take the box of items and I just dump them out next to Zero and Des. There's everything you said you needed. Now fix him. God.
Des, just tell, we don't know about robot stuff. Andrew just became an android. What can we do to help you? I don't know what to do.
Is Zero stable?
Yeah, he's stable for now, but I don't know how much longer we can keep him like that. Everything that I know to do isn't working. None of the program, all of the coding looks wrong. This isn't normal. Like, if he was just giving up some hydraulic fuel, then it would be so easy to just fill the levels back up, give him a soft reboot, and everything would be fine. But this, there's something else going on here, and I can't figure out what it is. So, Antbot, I need you to run a constant supply of power into that machine over there that Zero's hooked up to. Can you do that?
I think so. Do I just plug it in to my body? Okay.
Yeah, wherever your expanding port is, just plug that cord into that aux port and just transfer the power.
Of course, the one behind my left knee. Of course. I
Your
go over
multiple
there.
cables. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take out the thing, put it in my knee. Ooh, a little jolt in the knee. Whoa! Oh, baby, I'm tingling now.
Ooh.
Is anything happening? Is he reviving? Is it
Andrew,
working?
Give me a Constitution check.
5.
So you plug into the machine there that Zero is also hooked up to, and your entire system's kind of blink in and out. You know, like when the power flickers right before it goes out completely? Like that's what your entire system kind of does. And then you get this little jolt of electricity, taking 2 points of lightning damage in the process, as all of the lights inside your living quarters also do that same kind of power flicker that the lights do right before they go out completely, and then they get really, really, really bright before all of the lights blow. And then you look over at Zero's machine, and what was once just a very faint pulse and a beep, 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 as you start to supply a little more power back to Zero. However, in the complete black, because all of the lights just went off, the entire room is bathed in a red glow as the emergency lights kick on.
Guys, I think I tripped the breaker, but I think it's working. I was able to increase the amount of power output, I think, because of the upgrades I just got. So I think I feel it moving. I'm taking all the power from our room, diverting it through my body and into him. Don't ask me how I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
We stabilized him. We used like the AED thing. It got his heart going again.
Oh, but with my body as the thing.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud. You're a doctor. You're like the good doctor.
Oh no.
Oh,
you
don't want to be that one?
Can I be
House.
No, I don't want to be. He's got a
you're.
pill addiction.
I think you're kind of JD from Scrubs.
Oh, there you go.
He bangs Sarah.
I don't want to be a
Chalk in her
comedy doctor though. I want to be. Can I be like George Clooney, early ER?
I don't make those decisions, but
Okay.
no, you can't.
You are what
oh,
you are.
Doogie Howser, MD. You're Doogie Howser,
I love
MD.
it. I love it.
Yeah,
I look like a kid when I wear a suit. I look like I'm wearing my dad's suit.
You look like a kid when you're not.
Okay,
wearing a suit.
guys. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You let me know if you need anything else, Des.
Des, you mentioned the coding. I mean, didn't you say last time he just needed a little update? Like, can't we just give him an update?
The update thing, yeah.
That's what I tried to do, but the coding's all wrong. When I try to go in to do the manual update, it's not taking it. It's rejecting the code every single time. I don't know if there's a problem in his wiring, if there's a glitch. I don't know.
Do you think the gum wrapper or the Apple Watch would help?
That's true. I mean, we
Or
got those things for a reason.
The lithium battery
Right.
or the space foam?
The
Because I'm the
space
only one who
foam.
takes notes, so I know what was said weeks ago.
I remembered the foam part.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
space foam.
Dinner mint? I can lick it.
I think.
Does that help?
I think.
I can also help in some way. If I could be taken out of the jar, I can help.
Shut the
Jeff?
fuck up, Jeff.
All right, here's the thing. I ignore Jeff for a second. Andrew, you're Doogie Howser, MD. Right now, software's not an issue. Hardware is. So that means that essentially what we're going to do is surgery. That's what we have
God.
to do.
Okay.
So, as the person who is not so emotionally connected to Zero that they might be too anxious and slip up, but also has a robot body, I feel like the surgery thing has to be up to you. I feel like if I get my goo in there, that's going to fuck a lot of shit up, and Unless it's a tree.
You just gonna pin a surgery on me?
You have to be
You
a
can't just spring a surgery on me. I've had no training.
Could we update you with the training?
Yeah.
I mean,
an update.
I don't know
like
if it's like the Matrix. You just download like 8 years of school.
Jackie Chan from the Tuxedo. Anything that you need, I don't know why that was the reference. I don't know why that was the reference. I don't know. But he
was a
does
reach.
get powers whenever he needs them. Anyway, you're Jackie Chan from the Tuxedo mixed with Doogie Howser, MD, right now, brother.
Doogie
and I
Howser.
think that it has to be you. You're the one.
I'm Dr. Doogie Chan.
You're Dr. Doogie Chan.
Will that-
Dr. Doogie
Will that work,
Chan.
Des?
I don't know. Surgery didn't even cross my mind. Zero is 98% synthetic. I don't even know if there is an organic piece to operate on. Maybe his maybe his brain. We can.
Okay.
Try.
What if I? You know what? I'm gonna do an internal scan. Us. I touch my temple.
Yes. Assistance required.
Us. I need you to do. I don't know how you can do this, whether it's through like a sound pulse or some sort of light pulse, but I need you to basically map the inside of Zero's body and draw up a diagram that we can look at so we can see what's going on beneath the surface.
Running scan now. And
I freaking love this part.
She's running the scan now, guys. I never know if you can hear the thing she says,
No,
but she
you
is
turned
running
her up,
it.
remember, like episodes ago, so we can kind of
Oh
hear
shit! Have you guys been hearing the fan
that.
fiction?
We've heard all of it.
All of it.
It's
Okay.
really detailed, and I wish,
You gotta-
honestly...
You gotta stop asking it to replace the names with Laura's name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not my fault. I just feel like the cast of the Goonies and the kids from Recess should romance together, and I feel like if I'm the only one writing that story, so be it.
Yeah. And that's what's weird. You keep giving even the male characters Laura's name.
Right.
I just
and
don't
then
like it.
It's like Laura sniffs Laura's beanie, and then
Yeah.
Laura goes down
Okay.
on Laura.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you guys think it's good? You think it has?
Nobody said
potential,
that. Nobody said
Pretty
that.
sure we said the opposite. Please stop.
Yeah. No, it's
All right.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but Zero's dying. Where's this fucking scan?
So,
guys?
in the process of all of you talking about this scan, Andrew, give me an intelligence check. Oh, give me a medicine check.
Okay, good. I'm gonna roll it again because you said a different number. Fuck, it's even lower. Plus 9.
Okay, so us runs a scan, and us being a highly sophisticated AI programming, us does their job. You see as layer upon layer of this holographic image of Zero's body being created before you. First, you see this titanium alloy inner skeleton, but very robotic-like. And then you see circuitry being laid over the top of it, almost like the central nervous system would be if you were looking at a cross-section of the human body. And then you see these like silicone auxiliary plates being placed strategically across the top of the central nervous system, almost acting like the muscles themselves. And then you see the first organic image on Zero's body at all, as a brain is placed inside of the titanium alloy cranium, and then outer plates are then placed over the top of those inner plates, symbolizing the skin of Zero's body. And even though it's all laid out there for you in this holographic shimmering blue, you have no fucking clue what it means.
Oh god damn it. Is it clear? Is it a human brain or is it like cybernetic?
Give me an intelligence check.
I got the same fucking number. This one's plus 0, so 6.
You can't tell. It's all the same shimmering blue shade, and you don't know if it is synthetic or if it is organic.
I'm gonna try to like do that thing in sci-fi movies where you take the two fingers and try to like zoom in on the hologram.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
pinch and zoom.
Yep.
Zoom, enhance.
Yeah.
You hear us's voice. Enhancing image now. And also you do enhance the cross section of the brain there. Also give me an intelligence check.
All right, I can do that for you.
I just remembered the drawings of the fan fiction. And I found some the other day, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there's
Did
two
you?
Lauras kissing, and then there's a
Yeah.
bigger, muscular Laura with high heels stepping on a smaller Laura. And that comes up a lot, that whole theme. That scene,
That
you
feels
saw
like
that a lot.
was that Rocky Horror just with all Lauras?
I don't know.
I mean, there was a version where the universe of Rocky Horror and Jurassic Park mixed together for a Home
Right.
Alone style musical.
Yeah, that
But
one
last I
didn't
heard,
make
Us was
sense.
supposed to scrap that.
Dalton Knight got a 16.
Cool.
Let's move past the bit. Let's roll right past that bit. That bit's
With-
dead.
With a 16, you can tell that this is indeed organic material.
Okay, guys. See where I zoomed in right here?
Mm.
This is
yeah.
human. This is human. Right
Yes, of
Yeah.
course, and that's what adds Dr. Doogie Chan, that's what I was going to say.
Exactly.
Was that
Chan.
what we're looking at here is a superlateral diaphragm of the anatomical scan of what is a cybernetic nervous system, which is got synthetic
Organic
Alyssa,
material.
More uploads.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's so close, but he needs more uploads.
He needs more Doogie Howser. Just
he needs more.
What I'm
fed
saying
into him.
is, guys, is I don't think I can do it. I give up. I can't. I quit. I am not a doctor, and I didn't even graduate.
Listen, I respect that, but we got to figure out a way to help Des and save Zero. If
Maybe.
not Andrew, then what are we gonna do?
Maybe
We
the
can't
maybe
just
the
do it
fact
from the outside. There's too much going on in there. It's almost like we need tiny hands to go in there. It's like I almost wish someone could make us tiny and we could just climb inside of his body and like fix everything from the inside. But that's insane. So obviously
can I
we need
say
to think of a
something?
different solution.
That is insane, but I've been writing some fanfic where we're all
Uh-huh.
tiny. Are you guys familiar with the Smurfs?
I'm surprised you didn't go with like a magic school bus reference,
I
because
don't
that's
know.
actually something small enough to go in.
Magic school
but
bus.
That makes no sense. It's not like just because we're smaller, we'll still know what to do. I'm staring at this and I don't know.
No, Alyssa's right. Even if you were able to get small enough to get inside of Zero, you still would have no idea what to do because I don't even know what's wrong. I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
be able to figure it out until we got in there. But once we got in there, we would have to deal with the antivirus software and the firewalls. And
Well, wait a second. He's in this position because he gave up his hydraulic fluid, right?
Yes.
Okay. Think about a human being. When we get a blockage in our bloodstream, it causes a stroke, a heart attack, right? If your blood ain't flowing, you're going. So maybe if we can find a way to see where there's a block, because maybe the hydraulic
Yeah.
fluid is just being blocked by something else. If we can remove the block, we could get him flowing again, and we can get him going again.
Yeah, he's like a clock. Maybe like a gear is out of place, or
Yes.
yeah, there's like an oil like clog. I'm doing more zooming ins on the hologram. I'm looking for a block.
Okay.
Zoom.
Give me another intelligence check.
19.
Oh, damn. Okay, that was good. So you do indeed see something. You are taking a very intense look, and even though you don't know a whole lot about robotics or androids or synthetic humanoids, you know enough to just tell when something seems kind of out of place. And what seems out of place is the base of Zero's skull, where the brainstem starts to become less and less organic and more synthetic. The pieces of muscle and tissue start to form into steel cables and threaded copper lines and multicolored wires of various hues. And you notice that one of the wires is spliced, and on one of the spliced ends there is this small blinking black box.
Guys, wait. Okay. Do you see right here? It's kind of like a Where's Waldo, which, as we all know, I am fantastic at. And if you just see right there, that
Yeah,
don't look like the others, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's uglier.
It is.
But do you see how it like lights up different?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like all the other little like chords that are coming from his skull, they're kind of blinking rhythmically, like with his heartbeat. This one's off. It's like when you and the guy in front of you have your blinkers on, and they're kind of going and
turn
being
it on.
off.
Turn the thing on.
I can't. It's tiny. I'm looking at it.
That's right. That's why we wanted to get tiny. Okay.
I'm zoomed in.
I know, dude. I'm saying, if we get tiny eyes, we could get in there and click it on. Let me try to shoot. I try to direct electricity to that little node somehow.
And I tried to help Andrew do that. I think with him.
Yeah,
And-
think hard, dude.
Think.
Andrew, give me a constitution check at disadvantage.
What should I roll?
Oh, natural one.
I'm helping Andrew.
Oh no.
Roll a d10.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Not
This
you,
is
Andrew,
gonna-
Mike.
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is gonna help you.
Oh,
Andrew.
what?
I'm helping Andrew.
I think I'm gonna hurt you.
2.
Cool. Andrew, you think as hard as you can, and you get that same familiar jolt of electricity that runs through your entire body as you take 2 more lightning damage. And in the process, you discharge a small burst of energy that does indeed hit Mike, who is standing across from you with that same burst of electricity. As Mike, you take 2 lightning damage as well.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, dude. I
think I thought too hard.
I'm not good with electricity.
I think I really hurt
Hey,
myself.
look, your face is turning red.
Something happened in my brain. Did you feel that?
I did. It hurt. And we're going to have to
didn't
bring
like
up the
that.
fan fiction again, I think.
Yeah.
One more time. Because I
Right.
got in your head a little bit. And I saw what else you've been writing with the cat dog thing and the...
Before Andrew can get too far into his fan fiction, Alyssa, Dez gets up for the first time from his chair, and he is staring at what you have blown up on this holographic scan of Zero, and he goes, "Wait, that's an inhibitor chip. That's why the upgrade's not taking."
But who would do that?
Wait, an inhibitor chip? Do they come with... Do I have one of those? Do they just come with your body?
No, they have to be inserted. They have to be placed. And I've only ever seen it done through nanotech. I don't know why Zero would have one of these.
Oh my god. Okay, look.
And
you guys should know there's a Macy forum that sometimes at night I'll scroll and read. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that there's government nanobots inside the Macy's that are, taking them out. It's all conspiracy theory. So when I hear you say it, Des, I think you've been reading those forums a little bit too much, buddy. What if Des had it installed himself? Maybe he didn't want any more updates.
I kind of am leaning towards that conspiracy, as much as I'm not a conspiracy theorist, just because I find that really convenient where it's at. It's right here where, like, his human part of his skull and his brainstem meets his, like, synthetic spine. I'm not a doctor and I'm not an engineer, but I know any sort of, like, surgery on a spine is high risk, is bad.
And you're right. The prognosis is bad. Because if we make one wrong nick, we're nicking a real brain, dude. We're nicking a real spine.
No, I know, and that's why. Okay, so in order for us to even get close to this, we are gonna have to figure out how to get into it inside of Zero. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't have that capability. I can't shrink us. I don't have nanobots.
Maybe Dr. Bad did? Maybe Jeff would know?
Maybe
You were
Dr.
just there.
Bad did.
Now you guys want to talk to me. Oh, now you want Jeff's advice for how to... Okay.
As you're all trying to come to this consensus of where you can find the solution to your problems, you hear a large crash come from Mike's room inside of your living quarters. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay.
I am so sorry. And then from out of Mike's room, you do see OK emerge. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Oshkosh Bagosh, but you can call me OK for short. All my friends do. I was just watching my favorite show, all of you, and I wanted to just pop out and say hello. I brought you a rat body from Oshkosh Bagosh. That's me, but you can call me OK. I think you want to put your friend Dalton in that rat body, and that's just going to be the coolest thing. And I couldn't help overhear your predicament, and that just sounds terrible. But just know that Oshkosh Bagosh, that's me, you can call me OK, is here to help and assist in any way that I can.
Oshkosh Bagosh. You shouldn't have... How long did it take you to get this rat body?
It
Be
took
honest.
me, honestly, it took me 2 days and 14 hours and 27 minutes, but I wasn't counting.
We don't have time for your I'm sorry.
Hey.
Sorry. You're obviously very famous.
That's
I'm sorry,
okay.
sir. Oshkosh,
But
we
that's
have a
not
friend who's
okay.
dying right now.
Listen, we appreciate the rats so much. And
You're
usually,
welcome.
we would sit here and talk to you for hours. I should be making some tea, honestly. I feel embarrassed. I don't have anything to offer
Oh,
you
if
back.
you make
Yeah.
some tea, I'll make another casserole. How does that sound?
Oh, thank you, Osh.
I'll make some tea.
But
Oh, we're
to
gonna
be
make tea.
fair-
I'll make a
Mhm.
casserole. Who all's staying for dinner?
I would like
No,
that
no,
casserole
no,
was
no,
amazing,
no.
and I want
Okay.
another one.
Well, I did like the casserole quite
Yeah.
a bit. That was good casserole. But okay, I don't know if we have time for dinner right now. Our friend is dying, and we're not tiny enough to save him. You see, he has
Oh,
a problem that's too tiny to be solved by big people like us.
He is a tiny problem, and we're too big. We're too big. That's a problem that Oshkosh Bagosh, but you can call me okay. That's a problem
You know,
that
you know,
my
okay.
friends, okay's friends, have. They're all too big for this teeny tiny problem.
That's
Well,
right,
I
kid.
have a teeny tiny solution to your teeny tiny problem. I
No.
have been working down in my science lab. That's my science lab by Oshkosh Bagosh. That's me. You can call me
Yes.
okay. I have been working in my science lab, and I have developed some shrinking solvents to rub on the skin. And when you rub them on the skin, it shrinks you down to the size of a Tic Tac. Now, isn't that just the neatest thing you ever did here?
Okay, are
It's like-
you pulling our leg? You're saying you have shrinking lotion,
Yeah.
and we need
Yeah,
to be
I do.
shrunk.
Yeah, I've got shrinking lotion, and I can shrink each and every one of you, but there is a terrible side effect that I need
Oh, no.
each and every one of you to be aware of. In fact, some could say it's quite deadly.
No.
In what
No.
way?
Okay, so
What are the side effects?
Yeah. Yeah, what's
Is it
the
like
side
an,
effect?
is it like
I
an
don't-
itching, burning sensation?
It will cause each of you to grow the most grotesquely disgusting layer of hair across your upper lip and down the side of your cheeks.
Finally, I kind of want this because I don't have any hair.
Wait.
So you're saying
Mustache
we'll
mutton chop?
get a handlebar mustache if we put the tiny cream on?
Yes, and isn't that just the worst thing imaginable? Can you imagine all of that hair across your upper lip? That would be awful.
You said we would be. You said something about deadly. I want to go back to that usage.
That doesn't sound deadly at all.
Oh, well, of course, your public appearance would be destroyed. It would be decimated. No one would want to speak to you with that much hair across the top of your lip.
I get, yeah, it could be deadly to our self-esteem. I guess that's true.
Your social status would plummet.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We're gonna,
Uh,
Alyssa. I'm not a fan of.
is
You
it-
will have to shave more regularly.
Is this one of those like possible side effects or is it like guaranteed side effect?
Oh, no, it is guaranteed. The possible
Uh.
side effect is heart failure.
Okay,
Oh my
this is
God.
what I'm fucking talking about.
I
Lead
would-
with that.
Yeah, I think you buried the lead a little bit. Okay.
Ugh. All right, I'll go first. Zero sacrificed his life for me, and you know what? I'm already Dr. Doogie Chan. I'm already plugged in. Let's shrink me.
Shrink him.
We'll shrink all of us, but I'll go first. And if I die, I die.
As
Ugh.
you say, if I die, I die, okay takes a handful of this viscous greenish brown mud essentially and just kind of smears it across your face.
Oh,
And
you had it on you. Oh, you had it here with. Oh,
Oh.
God. It's in my mouth.
and as you start to rub it away from your eyes, you look down at your hands as they get smaller and smaller as you watch the world around you get bigger and bigger and you shrink down. Andrew, I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Natural
Constitution's-
20, baby.
You have survived the heart failure. Congratulations.
Oh, I thought it was for the mutton chops.
I start jumping up and down like a little bean. On the
And
floor.
as you jump up and down, you do indeed grow a full mustache and full mutton chops down the side of your face.
I love
oh my
it.
God.
I twist it up and
Okay, that's 1 down and 2 to go. I believe. Who's next for OK's shrinking solvent?
I can supervise,
Name
right, guys?
TBD.
Alyssa, I am okay with you staying behind and surviving and not risking it if you are too scared.
Sounds like a volunteer to me. And Mike, as you're talking, okay, also rubs the solvent across your face while your mouth is open mid-conversation.
Ew.
Oh no. You didn't say it tasted like this. Andrew. You didn't say it tasted like this. Oh,
Describe how it tastes.
it's
Nah,
like
my voice is normal. I was just doing that. Our voices are normal down here.
No, I like it. I feel tiny. It does taste bad though, like sort of like black licorice and I guess what I would imagine spoiled mayonnaise would taste like.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good combination.
Dude, your mustache is coming through.
That's a pretty good guess because one of the secret ingredients is spoiled mayonnaise. I had it left over from one of my casseroles, so I just put it in there. It helps with the consistency.
I don't see. Well, that I would be okay with some worse consistency. Just to focus group this, it wasn't necessary. I wasn't necessary, but thank you. Okay, and I do like the handlebar mustache. I kind of feel like Arthur Morgan right now. Like I feel like I could pull it off.
Now roll for heart attack.
All right, let's do it.
I need a Constitution save.
All right. Oh, I rolled a 4.
Oh no!
I might spend in my key point here to save my life if that's allowed.
It's not how key points work.
I might spend my inspiration point right now if that's allowed.
Didn't you get a lucky feat?
I might use my lucky feet right now. if that's
There
allowed.
you go.
There it is. There it is.
All right, here we go. That was a 1. That was a 1. Yeah, that was straight up a 1. 2 more. I get 2 more of these, so let's go ahead and see if we can beat a 1 or a 4. And that's 17. So 17.
With a 17, you do indeed survive heart failure.
Okay. I felt a little flutter there, like a little arrhythmia. I think that was just the caffeine that I had earlier, though. I feel good. And I like the mustache, if I mentioned that. I feel like I really pulled it off.
You look good, dude. You want to kiss our mustaches together?
Please.
You ready?
We do a mustache rub.
Okay, Alyssa, now I think it's your turn. And you look at OK, and both of OK's hands are just covered in this sludge that they are so excited to rub all over you.
I take a step back. Hey, now, buddy, I said I was making tea. Oh, I think I hear it. You hear that whistle? I think I need to stay here and make some tea. And I don't know if I should get mutton chops, and I just don't think they look good on my face frame. And I just don't want to be shaving my entire life. You know what I mean?
Alyssa has an aunt with mutton chops, and it does not look good. It does not look good on your family, I have to say.
Alyssa, give me an athletics roll. Contested athletics.
It's an 8.
Okay, got a 15. As you start to back away slowly, okay, being a seasoned Space House former contestant, recognizes body language, especially that of a retreating opponent, and they capitalize on the moment and very quickly, with unnatural speed and reflexes, cut you off from behind. As you try to take a step back and pivot away from OK, they are immediately behind you and just take both sides of your face and smush the goo against each of your cheeks and just kind of start rubbing it in. And you can feel it enter each and every single pore.
Oh, it burns my nose.
Yeah,
it burns my nose real bad.
It also burns when you get it in the nose.
Oh.
How about the taste? Do you like it?
No, luckily I got it out of my mouth because I'm not an animal like you, so it's just...
It wasn't my choice. And also, spoiled mayonnaise has the same consistency as regular mayonnaise. I have to imagine.
In my Constitution saving throws at 13.
Alyssa, you do also survive heart failure.
Ooh, okay.
Alyssa,
It's like
Alyssa, are you okay?
I'm I'm hyperventilating a little bit,
Yeah.
so much so I can't even say the word hyperventilate.
Uh-huh.
And I think, it just makes the smell worse.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's not
Oh.
good, babe.
Oh, I thought she was having a heart attack. She always does these bits where she freaks me out, and then she's just gaslighting me. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
she loves to gaslight. That's her thing.
So you look at Alyssa, and Alyssa has indeed also grown a very large handlebar mustache with 2 significantly large mutton chops on either side of her face, and
Wait, are they wooden?
They are wooden.
Ah.
They are wooden with
damn good.
leaves that dangle from each.
Or what about
so
moss?
Ooh, I like moss
Because it
too.
makes more sense.
I do like
They are
moss.
not wooden. They are moss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Large moss mutton chops and a moss handlebar
chops.
mustache. Moss chops. Large moss chops.
Moss chops.
And so the 3 of you are standing there looking up at giant Zero laying on the table, giant Dez, and giant OK, as Dez reaches down and scoops the 3 of you up from the floor and sits you on the table there beside Zero. And Andrew, all of a sudden you hear Dez's voice coming over your inner ear.
Anbot, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, Des.
Okay, I tapped into your audio network so that we can communicate, and I can guide you through Zero to get to that inhibitor chip.
Okay, well, we're all tiny. We're all ready. Which hole are we going into?
You should probably start from probably the easiest access point, which would be where you would see his ear. Walk over
The
and
ear.
see if you can find the entry port.
The ear sounds good.
I run over to the ear, which takes 15 minutes to go from where he set us down by his feet. We're like on a fucking massive journey to this ear, and I dive in like a fucking Olympic diver.
Cool. As you approach the ear port on the side of Zero's head, it does open up automatically as it senses movement there. It's got that kind of like auto sensor, and as you approach, it does open up, and then Mike and Alyssa, you watch as Andrew disappears inside of Zero's head. In the process of saving Zero's life, it seems our heroes have only unearthed more questions. Who put that inhibitor chip at the base of Zero's brain? And will growing Tiny be able to save him while we still have time? Find out next week when the newest episode drops of Dungeon Radio Hour. In the meantime, be sure to head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/Dungeon Radio Hour for more extended outros, behind-the-scenes content, and bloopers. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
Yeah, Alyssa does happen to do a lot of gaslighting of her husband. Her vulnerable husband who gives her so much trust.
It's just for a few
unending
minutes, and then I go,
amounts of trust.
I've got the keys.
No,
I
it's
just
true.
pranked ya.
That's Alyssa's version of a prank, and then there's several apologies, and then
She's like me. She feels so bad.
she does.
Can't do it.
It-
One time
it's
Alyssa did this
times a
bit
million.
where she slashed my tires and like cut my brake lines.
Right.
so
Careened
bad
down
about
it.
that.
But that's why you got that kidney when you needed it.
Yeah, it was a good bit.
What's that like, Andrew, Alyssa? Empathy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to know too.
I fake it because I'm a lizard person.
No, Alyssa's our sweetheart, but let's see, what other nasty things do you do? She donates a lot of her time to charity. She won't talk about that publicly, but god damn it, she does. What about this?
That's nasty. Is that...
That's disgusting.